Once again, we're very fortunate. We find ourselves at the lovely Vaal River, a destination close to Parys, Demalachite, who basically caters for anyone's needs when it comes to accommodation, team building. They've got river rafting, they've got fire walking, they've pretty much got everything here. Andre and me used to fish in school together, and that's the last time we really did bank angling. So we thought a little challenge up that will come for the weekend, target 4 different species: barbel, the biggest barbel, biggest carp, biggest mudfish, and biggest yellowfish. Another category we decided on was most fish, most number of fish. Now, the last time we did this was at the Vaal. We used to do this as kids, and I would like to welcome Andre, joining me, Andre, on ASFN at Demalachite. Welcome.
Thank you, and good luck. I hope let the best man win.
I'm gonna need it. The funny thing with ground feed, everybody claims theirs works the best. So I opted to buy a couple of different ones, 6 or 7 different brands. I just mix all of it. Okay, the first fish, and the most amazing thing of the first hookup is the guy next to your face. And it's quite a challenge here, very steep bank. I'm worried that this might be a barbel. I was busy rigging up the second rod and this one took off. And it's still going. With the bank angling, you tend to always have lighter line on your reel. This is 10 pound, where we normally fish 20 or 15 pound. This you do purely for casting, not knowing the venue. You don't know how far you're going to cast. Okay, now what we haven't told you guys is how this actually works. We've got 5 categories. Celine and Caroline will handle the weigh-ins for us, but we're looking at heaviest barbel, heaviest carp, heaviest mudfish, that's the actual one I'm here for today, and heaviest yellowfish. And then on the 5th one is most number of fish. So we're here for about 24 hours. We came in late this morning, set up quickly. This was the first cast, and we'll see how it goes. See, Andre's got his rod in already. He's busy on his second one, so he might get ahead of me now, having 2 rods in the water before this is landed. But a fish on the line is better than a rod in the water, hey?
Looks good.
Andre, just check your sportsmanship. Take some notes. The gentleman next to me, sorry Andre?
Richard.
Knows the venue and brought a proper net to help out here. Thank you very much. Okay, smaller in the corner of the mouth. I think we're going to catch a couple of these ones. Okay, just to avoid any controversial situations, Andre, can you please just come witness the weight of this? It's a 5.4, guessed it more or less right. 5.4 on the board.
Well done, well done.
Always enjoyable, especially when they take a little bit of drag, regardless if it's not set too high. Fishing with a Jackal Specimen Vortex, very well priced rods for what you get, 13 foot. Now we built our own net, look at that. See, now there's a bit of sportsmanship this side. I think he wants to ask me what I'm using and stuff like that, something like that. But you've got a reel that's got a very smooth drag that won't drop you. You get a lot of reels that start off with a good drag, and obviously it depends on your budget what you can buy. But they start off with a good drag. As soon as the first rain or something comes, or the third trip, they start lagging. And just that little bit of a jerk in your drag, when you want to put enough pressure on a fish like this, will snap the hook. With both hooks in exactly the same spot, every fish on the board makes it a bit more difficult for our friend next door. 5.45. This was the first specimen rod I put out with a herring, a tiger nut and a artificial maize. The angler next to me, you know, the person that's supposed to, fish the same challenge, it's gone very quiet. I don't know what he's doing. I think we're using the same bait, same everything out of the same box. Okay, I'm almost certain this won't be heavier than the other one, so I'm not going to weigh it. I'm going to let this one go right here where we landed it. And it's staying down, so it's definitely Vaal.
Oh, it's a big one. That's a big one.
Yeah, it's the same one.
That you've now caught 3 times.
Okay. Maybe a little over 10 kilos. It's touching on 12 kilos. I believe there's a couple of 20 kilos that come out here as well, so if you're a big fan of barbel fishing, I think this is a fantastic venue. Imagine I was even targeting them. Seems like we're going to be catching barbels. I'm going to really help him now. I'd rather take your time. I don't want you to lose your one fish now.
Yes, I think at last.
Yeah, see, true sportsmanship.
4. 1.
$5.6.
That's nice.
5.6. Second biggest fish.
Yeah.
As Andre went to release that barbel, my rod had to answer just to rub it in. The mudfish hasn't been abundant. Apparently they spawned recently. I'm afraid this might still be a barbel, but just a smaller barbel. Catching them. Not a healthy fish.
Starting to fish, you should now start getting worried. This is a small little barbel, I think. It's putting up a bit of a fight as it gets closer.
Now, the rest is your problem.
Okay. Another barbel. Oh no. You can only fish twice with boilies. Then you need to change.
This fish surfaced shortly after it took the bait. So I've got a suspicion it might not be a barbel. It's not a big fish. But for the species list, this is essential. I think this might be my target species. Unless it's one of those small silver barbels. Target species. Ooh, lovely man. Target species achieved. This is the fish I wanted to catch here, and not a bad size at all. Thanks. Thanks for helping. He actually did help me. Thought he's going to net it off. He tried. Now, this is definitely one of the species in the Vaal worth coming to target. A lovely fighter. In the beginning here, I thought, oh no, barbel again. Because that's the kind of fight it actually gives you. The bite, however, is different. And as I struck or lifted the rod, I saw the fish surface, which normally a barbel won't do immediately, or most of the time doesn't do. You can note the very light color. It's because the water is so discolored. All fish lose their color. If the water starts getting clearer, you'll see this goes a very dark gray, almost black at times, closer to black. You can see how it's shaped. Round in front and the mouth's really underneath for sucking stuff out of the mud like that. That's what they use it for. Now, I don't want to keep this baby out of the water for too long. I want to get these points on the board. The game's on now. It's not just barbel anymore. 1.6. Still very chuffed. 1.6 kilo muddy. I'm going to lower the fish with a landing net because it's such a mission getting down there.